Dear friends, today we are going to understand the Glasgow Pact arrived at the 26th edition of Conference of Parties. The whole world is expecting more from the Glasgow edition of the Conference of Parties to cut down the carbon emissions, to contain global warming, and to prevent the future climate crisis. These are the three issues to be resolved at the Glasgow conference. Because we are expecting a climate crisis very soon. The amount of carbon dioxide released today is continued. There will be a climatic catastrophic events will happen in the earth. So there were great expectations from the Glasgow Pact. Nowadays, because of the increase of temperature to the tune of 1.2 degrees Celsius after the Industrial Revolution, the post-industrial era has increased the contribution of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. In the pre-industrial area, the concentration of carbon dioxide was 280 parts per million, that is 280 ppm. Now, the post-industrial area have increased the carbon dioxide concentration to 420 ppm. That is 50% increase of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. The increase is about to the increase of 2 million years increase of carbon dioxide. 2 million years of carbon dioxide increase is happened during this nearly 300 years of industrialization. Because of this, we could see heavy rains and floods, regular severe cyclones. Then we can see the extremes of temperature during summer and also in winter. These are the symptoms of the climate crisis, which will be coming a very near future. In addition to this, the carbon dioxide accumulation has changed the physico-chemical, biological factors of the earth. As far as the physical structure is concerned, our glaciers are melting, the polar sheets are decreasing, and the sea level is increasing. So the sea erosion to the coastal areas are going on. In addition to this, if we say the chemical transformation of the atmosphere, I have already mentioned that the chemical composition is altered by more accumulation of carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and water vapor. So that the chemical composition of the atmosphere of the earth has been altered. In addition to this, the biological factor of the earth is also altered by the extinction of more organisms and plants due to these climatic changes, and many of the organisms which are living in the higher altitudes are moving towards more higher altitudes due to the absence of ice and other climatic conditions. So the United Nations has seen these changes and formed one organization that is called the United Nations Framework for Climate Change. This is shortly called UNFCCC. The UNFCCC decided to hold conferences every year to discuss about the climate change and the global warming phenomena. This UNFCCC consider the assessment report of IPCC. This is another organization, independent organization, that is called Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. Approximately every 5 years, this IPCC release one assessment report, where this report is compiled by various research papers, scientist opinion and findings, and that assessment report is placed in the UNFCCC conferences. There are 3 important assessment reports which was used for the decision making. For example, one of the assessment report was taken for the decision making of the Kyoto Protocol. That Kyoto Protocol was agreed in 1997 to reduce the percentage of carbon dioxide to 5% level of 1990 carbon dioxide level. This Kyoto Protocol is very important because at this stage the governments have to agree reduction of 5% of carbon dioxide at the level of 1995. All countries have the responsibility, but some other countries are having more responsibility to reduce the carbon dioxide. This is called CBDR, compulsory but with differential responsibility. In this responsibility, India and other developing countries and the least developed countries have no compulsion to reduce the carbon dioxide, but they are having the responsibility. But responsibilities are fixed for United States of America as 7%, European Union as 7%, Canada 8%, and some other countries were allotted more percentage of carbon dioxide reductions. This Kyoto Protocol is very important to reduce carbon dioxide to 5% within 15 years. But this Kyoto Protocol was ratified by all countries except the United States of America, which was headed by G.W. Bush. He didn't accept the Kyoto Protocol and rejected it. Hence, many of the environmentalists called him as global warming Bush, as G.W. Bush. But during this period, the reduction of carbon dioxide is almost negligible. Even we could see more emission of carbon dioxide from United States, etc. After that, after the 15 years Kyoto Protocol ended, there was Paris Agreement. This is also based upon the assessment report of IPCC. In the Paris Agreement, the concept of CBDR is diluted to nationally determined contributions. That means each nation has come forward to reduce the carbon dioxide voluntarily, not compulsorily. So the entire Kyoto Protocol is diluted in the Paris Conference, but they informed the countries to keep the temperature up to 1.5 degrees Celsius to the maximum increase by 2100. For this, every nation has to decide the carbon dioxide emissions. The amount of carbon dioxide emissions may be determined by the nation. This protocol, this agreement also have some relief of collecting a climate fund of $100 billion every year. This climate fund may be used for developing countries and the least developing countries and the small island countries to combat the global warming for mitigation and adaptations. This was the agreement reached in the Paris Conference of Parties. This was not also accepted by the USA which was headed by Donald Trump. He said that we give importance to the development of our people. So this agreement was not also accepted by the United States of America headed by Donald Trump. Now the assessment report 6 has come. Based upon the assessment report of IPCC, the Glasgow conference was held, wherein some important decisions were taken. One such decision is we have to keep the Earth's temperature to 1.5 degrees Celsius by 2100. If we increase the temperature, we have to face the climatic catastrophes. Hence, all nations should agree to contain the temperature increase up to 1.5 degrees Celsius. For this, there should be phasing out of carbon-based fuel economy. That is, we have to phase out the fossil fuel energy production. Instead, all nations should go for renewable energy sources like solar, wind, water, etc. But another agreement is that another proposal in the Glasgow Pact is $1 trillion climate fund to be collected from the developed nations that may be used for the mitigation and adaptations for the global warming and also the climate change symptoms. These are the three important decisions on which the Glasgow conference was held. All are agreed to. Another important decision to be agreed upon is to there would be no emission of carbon dioxide by 2050. That means net zero carbon emission. There is the amount of carbon dioxide released into the atmosphere should be recycled, and there should be no increase of carbon dioxide. So the amount of carbon dioxide and the recycling by the earth itself is equal. Then only we could have net carbon emission. So all countries should pledge for net carbon zero emission by 2050. On these issues, there were discussions and the final decisions were taken. That is, each country can have net carbon zero emission instead of putting compulsory for every nation the 2050. India declared its net carbon zero emission by 2070. Like that, every country derailed this single decision of 2050 into different stages, different years. Like that, the $1 trillion climate fund is also only agreement whether it is possible for the developed countries to generate and give to the developing nations or the other nation, because in the past they could not sanction the $100 billion per year. This is also a questionable one. Another one is to curtail the carbon dioxide emissions into the atmosphere, there should be a phase out of carbon-based fossil fuel energy production. But this line is changed into phasing down of fossil fuel energy production. So all these decisions were completely modified at the end, that every country has declared its own year of net carbon zero emission, and also phasing out is converted into phasing down of carbon based fossil fuel economy. And the $1 trillion fund is not possible because of the past experience. So in addition to this, India, there are certain proposal by the India, by the Prime Minister of India, who said that we need $1 trillion climate fund to combat the global warming and climatic changes. And also the phasing out to phasing down is also proposed by the Indian government. Like that, India declared its net zero carbon emission by 2070. In this Glasgow Pact, there are some other minor agreements were carried out. One such agreement is a deforestation agreement, where nations has to reduce the deforestation rate and retain the forest for the absorption of the carbon dioxide. Then only we can have net zero carbon dioxide emission and containment. But in this deforestation agreement, India did not sign. Another important agreement is that to reduce the methane, which is also one of the greenhouse gas which contributes to the increase of temperature. In that also, India did not sign. Another one is the sea level increase and the submergence of island nations. Because this agreement also affect India if not signed, because we are having seas, oceans on 3 sides of our country. So the sea level rise may affect Indian coastal areas and submerge our Sundarbans, etc. But this agreement is not also agreed by the India. So Glasgow Pact has mixed responses from the developed nations as well as by the developing countries. But the countries who are worrying on the developments of Glasgow Pact is small island nations and the least developed countries. These are the most vulnerable nations. Let us see what will they do. We have to wait for another conference of parties. That's all. That is the importance of the Glasgow Pact. Let us see whether some part of Glasgow Pact may be approved or implemented by the nation states of the world.